I discovered my husband kept a secret journal and found out that he hates me and hopes that I bite the dust. Throughout our 4 years together, my husband has been keeping a journal updated. He does not keep it hidden, and up until now I have always respected his privacy. We had a heated conversation recently and my gut told me to find his journal and read it. So after he left for work, I did. He wrote several times that he hates me. At one point he said when I was sick he hoped meet my maker. When I read those words I packed up our baby, along with a few belongings, and darted to a friend's place, which is where I'm staying now. I took pictures of all the pages. I told him I just need some space to cool off after our conversation, and I will be home soon. I've also booked with my therapist and contacted a lawyer. We had a rough patch recently that lasted about 2 weeks. It was a dark time, but we pulled through. There was no violence, no moments where I was afraid of him, just sincere conversations about difficult feelings. The notes of hatred correspond with that rough patch. The rest of the journal is tame and reflects the man I know and love. It's mostly little self-pep talks around work and family stuff, goals, habit tracking. He has sent me several warm messages since I left. He says he's glad I'm taking space for myself, that he looks forward to reconnecting when I come home, it's okay to have little hiccups, that he loves me, and so on. I was sure our relationship was over the moment I read that he hates me, or even the moment I felt the need to violate his privacy, but the warm messages and the rest of the journal have me wavering a little. He can be really damn cute at times. I understand the need to blow off steam when things are tense, and journaling is a healthy way to do that. But never in even our darkest moments have I fantasized about his demise. Splitting up maybe, but this feels so sinister. I don't know how I could ever feel safe around him again. Is this just healthy venting and I'm overreacting here? Has anyone else had similar thoughts about a spouse that they then got over? Or is this a man I need to protect myself and my baby from? A possible walking red flag here. Edit. To add to the story, the rough patch was about his feelings for another woman. He didn't cheat, but his friendship with her makes me uncomfortable. The part of the journal where he says he hates me was written as a love letter to her. He says he thinks about me dying and being replaced. I do think he is seriously in love with her. And it creeps me out that he feels that way considering what little contact they've had. He barely knows her. Update. I hope I'm doing this right. I wanted to do an update because a lot of people were concerned for my safety. I took some advice and sent the pictures to a trusted friend. She pointed out that a passage I initially read is every day I think about telling her actually very clearly says something else. Instead of the word telling, well, I think you can guess what it said. Killing. I guess my brain couldn't comprehend that at first. I received a ton of helpful perspective and support, but that advice in particular may have saved my life. After I digested that, I called a crisis line and they were quite helpful in talking me through the shock. They also put me in touch with a center that's helping me get more affordable legal help. I thought it was best to buy some more time from my husband. Told him I'm enjoying getting out of town and I'd like to stay an extra night or two. I have therapy tomorrow and an appointment with a social worker to make a safety plan. I feel like I have a good crew of family, friends and professionals supporting me. Absolutely zero regrets now about reading his journal. My gut told me something was off, but I couldn't have imagined a worst-case scenario as bad as this. I'm so glad the inner alarm bells were louder than my conscience this time. Nothing about this marriage is worth risking my life to salvage. I hope no one else has to go through anything similar.